Joe Paterno has been fired by the Penn State Board of Trustees last night, prompting thousands to pour out into the streets of State College, Pennsylvania, where at least 2 students have been arrested in all that chaos.
John Kosick from our Scripps partner station, WEWS, joins us now live from State College with the very latest. Good morning. Thanks for joining us this morning. The firing of Jopa had to come as quite a shock to everybody in State College.
Yeah, there is a definite pall hanging over State College, Happy Valley, as we call it here, over this late-night firing, number one, and the way the students reacted with these riots in downtown State College. Check out the pictures if you could yourself. I mean, police in riot gear did their best to try and disperse the crowds, first on Beaver Avenue, and when they got those crowds dispersed, all of a sudden they picked up and they moved down to College Avenue, and at that time they began shattering windows on cars, actually flipped over a news station's live truck, and police had to use pepper spray to disperse it, and a lot of people were dealing with that. We were there when one of those 2 people were arrested, somebody who the police pepper sprayed and had to, take off in handcuffs as a result of some of the actions. But for the most part, things did stay relatively calm. It didn't seem like many people were injured there tonight. Of course, Joe Paterno saying in a statement he hopes that he respects the trustees' decision, but he has to accept it. But he also said he wants to emphasize that everyone should stay calm here and respect the university and its property. We're coming to you live outside of Beaver Stadium. This is Paternoville. This is the tent city set up by the students looking to get into the Saturday's game, a game they had hoped would be Joe Paterno's last game here on campus, but instead it will be Tom Bradley, the defensive coordinator's first game as interim head coach.
Now, Tom Bradley was an assistant to Jerry Sandusky. Is there some conventional wisdom that he's going to be gone too pretty soon?
That's an interesting thing. The feeling right now is if you're going to get rid of Joe Paterno, you're probably going to need to clear everyone out. And so it's likely that Tom Bradley, who's been a player here in the late 70s, assistant under Jerry Sandusky, took over for him in '99. It's likely he will also be gone at the end of the season as well.
John, Paterno had said that yesterday during a news conference that he was going to play out the rest of the season, but obviously the board thought otherwise. How shocking, though, was it for him to get the news delivered by phone after 46 years? That was something that really bothered the fans here in State College tonight. The Board of Trustees said logistically they could not get to him to deliver the news in person. But, this is a guy that's donated millions back to the university to build a library, and they felt that they owed him after 61 years to at least do it in person and not over the phone.
And, John, we need to mention, too, clearly that Graham Spanier's out, the president of the university. Who is set to replace him? Is there any name circulating around University Park?
There was a name circulated this morning in former Pennsylvania Governor Tom Ridge. The Board of Trustees saying tonight that they don't know where that came from. A search will go on for that replacement. Spanier, of course, absent in the past couple of days since giving his support to the athletic director and a vice president who later resigned in the middle of this scandal. He's been quiet since then, and the board essentially told him resign or be fired.
How are the players handling all this? Because, they've still got to play a big game against Nebraska this Saturday.
And they are 8-1. They've been working real hard this year.
And one of the top-ranked teams in the nation.
Sure, they got the Big Ten Conference, the championship on their minds. It was a very difficult day. Joe Paterno went over to the stadium and told the players after announcing his retirement. We were told he was very tearful. The players were very tearful. Former players have tweeted that they, in this situation, wouldn't take the field in support of Coach Paterno, but we don't expect that to happen. We expect the players to go out and in a sense, win one for Joe Paterno.